I didn't realise how long it takes for men to come. I've been waiting and waiting. I've got some questions that I need to fire away about love, life, dating and relationships. It's like chivalry is dead and the etiquette of dating doesn't exist anymore. I just need someone to show me how it's done, to come here and come correct.
We're finally here.
Come Correct, powered by Fireaway Pizza. And yes, I'm back like I never left. If you missed me,
I'm trying to show them, like, listen, like, you can be yourself and still attract the type of women that you want. And there are many good women out there that will go for this type of guys, but they don't believe it because they don't see it. All they see is girls, no offense, like you, getting with these guys that have everything they could ever want. And those guys just so happen to be toxic and not care. And they talk about women as like bitches, blah, blah, blah. Hey guys, I'm Isaac, otherwise known as Manlikeisaac. I'm a YouTuber and an influencer. And I'm here to have my second date with Chian. Hopefully it goes well.
Listen, I know last time it wasn't how I wanted, so I'm hoping this time he just brings a little bit more sauce, you know?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Been a while?
It's been a while. How have you been?
I've been great. How have you been?
I'm good. I can't complain.
It's weird having you back again.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I feel home.
I
At
know.
home.
Cheers.
Cheers. You look very nice, by the way.
Thank you. So do you.
I try. So I can't lie. I'm looking across the table. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes focused because there's a delicious meal right in front of me, and I need to stay composed. Yes, Chian is gorgeous, and I'm just happy to be here. Really, I'm just happy to be here.
So how have you been since the last time I've seen you?
I've been good. I can't lie. I've been just traveling, doing work, just grinding, trying to get to the next level.
Yeah?
How about yourself?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Just trying to get closer to where I want to be.
Where do you want to be?
Happy.
Are you not happy now?
No, do you know what? I definitely am, but I want to be happier or more at peace. I think that should be the word I should say. Like,
Because you seem like a very happy person in general.
thank you. I like to think I am and like to put positivity everywhere.
Yes. I think she wants a marriage. I feel like she's confused in life. I feel like she just needs a man to just scoop her up and take her to Dubai and just take her out of this influencer nonsense. She needs to be a stay-at-home woman that will cook for me and clean for me and do everything I need and satisfy my needs. You know what I'm saying? I need jollof rice, chicken, egusi. She can cook for me. We can have a good, like, I'll pamper her. Don't worry. But I need to instill that in her mind because right now she's thinking about having fun. There's no time to have fun. There's money to make.
So what have you been doing for work?
So for work, you know me, I'm a content creator. I make videos on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, every platform. And I'm still doing that like every single day. It's just like, I love it. I wake up, it doesn't feel like I'm doing work. Like today I'm coming out here, like it just feels like another day for me. But thankfully I get to make a living out of what I do.
Yeah. What would you say inspires you to do content?
My first inspiration for YouTube was KSI. He was my biggest inspiration because I used to watch him, and like when I saw someone that looked like me and could actually, you know, take their parents out of his house and get a mansion and just accomplish all these great things, it made me want to do it as well. And yes, I guess that's my inspiration for KSI's to vote.
Is that what you want to do for your parents as well?
Yeah, that is what I actually want to do. It's what I've been doing. I've done amazing stuff, just off YouTube videos. Like, it's crazy how you can just make content, record with people, just like this, and you can make a living out of it. It's crazy.
Yeah. What was the very first video you done?
My very first video, I was like 12 or 13 years old, and I posted it on Facebook. And it was literally just a video of me in my room dancing to a Nicki Minaj song. Literally, it's crazy. But back then, it got like 12 or 13 likes, and that was like crazy for me. I was like, I'm famous. Like, everyone in my class was laughing. And like when I saw the reception I was getting, I just made even more videos because I craved, like, not the attention, but the happiness and the joy that I brought just from making people laugh.
Yeah, so it's more like the feeling for like other people, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really fun. Like once you start doing it, if it's your passion, it's good. It's the best thing.
Wait, so you're single or not?
No.
No.
Yes.
You have someone there, don't you? Are you in a relationship or not?
Am I in a relationship? I don't know, man. That's for me to know, for you guys to find out. I may have a family back in Nigeria. You guys will never know. My job tonight is to entertain Chian, and that's exactly what I plan to do.
Why is it so hard for you to answer?
I have Jesus with me.
Oh, that one. Oh, you're that guy. Yeah. So you've got loads of options then.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't think about women as my number one thing. My number one thing is money, which I can't lie. There's only attainable once I do my passion, which is videos. So the number one thing is kind of money and videos, but mostly videos because, yeah, I love videos.
Love videos.
Yeah.
Do you get women?
I, I mean, I don't get them, but I have them,
Do you have them around?
they're surrounding my,
Oh, so you've got those women surrounding you.
yeah, but I don't act on it because I'm too busy working.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, oh, that's
Yeah.
really sad.
Yes,
Very,
very.
very unfortunate.
Very sad.
What about me, though?
You are a lovely friend.
A lovely friend, but this
Yes.
is our second time seeing each other.
It is, and the last time that you rated me, you gave me a 5 and you said I was very vanilla.
What is wrong with giving you a 5? I feel like that's a good score because you're a nice guy. Like, just nice.
But I was just being honest. I was trying to be polite. I was trying to be like, not the perfect date, but I was trying to be the best version of myself. And unfortunately, I'm just a nice guy. So everyone was like, oh, he's too nice for Chian. And then all the comments were like, I was exactly the criteria that you said in the previous dates that you wanted. But then when I was actually there, you were like, oh, he's boring. She's bugging, bro. I'm the furthest thing from boring, man. She's boring herself. The conversations are not entertaining me. I need something going on. I need a little bit of spice.
Yeah, I think you're a nice guy, though.
So you're basically saying you don't like nice guys?
No, I definitely like nice guys, but
Well, you don't, because you rated me a 5.
Yeah, but you might get more today.
But why would that change?
I don't know. This was just getting to know you because I think like that's from when you first meet someone. You've got to get to know them, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like, do you think when women like me say that we like nice guys,
What do you mean women like you?
women like me that say we like nice guys and then score you a 5?
But I think you're lying.
You think I'm lying? But I'm saying, so when a woman calls a guy a nice guy and then puts him in that category,
Yeah.
do you think that completely cancels you out, being labelled a nice guy? Nice guys do win. I just need a bit more sauce.
I personally think when she says a nice guy, she's thinking of a loser, someone that's very submissive, someone that has like no tonality, nothing inside of them, just like salt and pepper, very vanilla, which is what she called me, which is why I'm very upset, and I'm here to change that today and prove why I'm not. Cancels you out for what?
No, that's what I'm asking, like, so being like a contender in a relationship.
Yes.
Do you think?
Because if you're gonna rate someone 5, which is literally like, you really want to give them a 4, but you're just saying 5 so they don't feel bad. But it's like, you're just saying, you know what, I'm not sexually attracted to you, but you're a nice human being. Like, it's not even a nice guy, like, you're chill, but I'm not gonna do anything. And that's kind of like, if there's a reason for that, then cool. But if there's no reason, and from what I'm hearing from the comments I saw, there was none, because I didn't say anything bad. I was not disrespectful in any sort of way. I was not confrontational. I have, you know, a good background, loving family and everything. And you were the one talking about vampires or some shit. Like, you were the weird one.
You remember?
If anything, you were the weird one, not me. So I don't know why I got a low rating, but hopefully it changes soon.
Exactly. So I'm looking for a gentleman.
Yes.
But I don't know, it's just about chemistry. I just felt like last time we just lacked it. So I wasn't sure if maybe just on first dates.
Okay.
When you first meet someone, maybe it could be like we're both nervous, but it was just like...
Did I seem nervous last time?
A bit.
Be honest, like.
Yeah, a bit nervous.
Okay. But how were my answers to your questions back then? Like, was I answering in a way that was acceptable, or was I too shy and that affected my answer, or how you perceived my answer?
No, I personally think that's why you got a 5.
She's tapped.
I just want a bit more fun,
Okay.
you know.
You don't want, because, okay, all right, cool. You don't like boring guys?
No, well, I'd say it was a bit boring.
A bit. But
Yeah, so
how
it's a
though?
5.
There was nothing that I said that, like, when I answer a question, I answered the question, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I'll even ask specifically, what do you mean about that? I will try to answer the direct question. I'm not gonna like just be like, oh, it was but I'm not gonna give one answer question. I'll go detail, I'll talk about
No,
it.
I love that. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I love that like there's depth to you.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why I gave you a 5.
But if there's depth,
'Cause that's
then
good.
that's a plus. You should be giving me 6, because it's like, it means I'm thinking.
Okay,
Like,
so you prefer a 6 over a 5?
of course, because on a numerical scale, yes. Yes.
Okay, but I think it's just a date has to base on like our chemistry and where we're at. Do you not think?
Okay.
'Cause when you
So
first
I
meet
need to
someone-
like make you more emotionally receptive.
No, just surprise me with something.
You know what's funny? I was actually gonna bring flowers, but then I knew the comments were gonna be like, "This guy's a simp," so I didn't.
No, he's not simping though.
Yeah.
You could have bought them.
I could have, but
you didn't.
I didn't, unfortunately.
No, you didn't.
So you just have to deal with me.
That's fine.
Hopefully, I'm enough.
No, you are enough. I'm not saying you're not enough. Are you not enough?
I'm asking you.
Do you not think you are though? This about your
No,
confidence.
I'm enough for me. I'm asking if I'm enough for you.
See, here we are. This is the sauce I'm talking about.
I have more than sauce. I've got everything. I've got spice, salt, pepper. I've got everything, man. I'm ready. I'm the guy. I'm the full package. No pun intended.
So, what are you looking for in a woman?
in a woman, I just want somebody that is good-hearted, someone that has a, how can I say, a very large personality. Back! I'm sorry, they have to have bunda. I can't lie.
Oh, is it?
I'm a guy that's very honest. Like, if you are physically attractive, then that's gonna help everything else. So if you have a good heart and you're physically attractive, then it's a plus. If you look amazing, 10 out of 10, but your attitude is, it's just gonna turn me off because it's gonna be like, you're just very egotistical. Like you're acting in a certain way because you can. And
Yeah.
when you're attractive and you still act nice, it's like, wow, this person knows that she can get anyone, but she still maintains her level of, I don't know, gratitude, or she's grounded and she has something about herself other than her looks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you find though, like with the circles that you might be rolling in now and like your lifestyle, that you get loads of women? Do you not think you get women that probably are more about their aesthetic than what they are internally?
When you're in the public eye and you get women that are attracted to you, you're never gonna know what their intentions are. So they can come to you and they can pretend to be the nicest person ever, and they just have like something like hidden, like they want to, I want to do a video with him, or I want to go on a trip with him, or I want to get this out of him. So I will never actually know until I build that natural relationship rapport and I understand about that person and about who they are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it takes time to do that. And the good thing about time is that you can try and act and fake, but you can't do it for like a super long, because eventually the real you is gonna come out, which is a good thing, because like this is our second date and you're still as nice as you were before. Not just physically, but how you're talking, you're very nice, you're very pleasant, very respectful, and that says a lot about you. So yeah,
Thank you very much.
no problem.
What if like a lady had like the maddest back, super attractive, but she didn't have much substance?
Yeah.
Would you just get with her, even if it was just for a one night stand?
Yes.
You would?
Yes, because why not?
See, so this
The
is what
thing
I would
is,
like to know.
I'm just gonna be like very honest, yeah. Most men, like they're not gonna turn down a nice woman unless there's a reason. So if you haven't given me a reason, and if I know that you can't offer me something more, and if I'm in need, or not even in need, but if I want to, why would I deny myself that?
Yeah. So how do you navigate that then? Do you just like, how would you facilitate if a woman wanted to just be with you?
Yes.
And you know that she's only probably a woman that you could not take home to your mum, like a wifey material. How would you treat her?
If I know I can't bring her home to my mom, I'll treat her the same way I'll treat any other girl. That's the thing about a nice guy is genuinely a nice guy, whether it's with a 10 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10. 5, you see what I did there. But yeah, so like that doesn't change. So it just means that it's not gonna go further than what the girl intends, or what I tend to do, or what I used to do before when I was young, is I'll just tell them straight up, like, listen, like, I'm not looking for anything like serious, and I'll tell you that now. And if you're still happy to keep doing this and like go out, we can go to a movie, we'll just chill, just be friends, I'm down. And if they agree, then cool. But if they don't, then we just part ways. Like, let it be honest. But guys that try and manipulate it and let them sell dreams, like, oh, baby girl, I want to marry you. I want to take you to Dubai. I want to meet your mom, your dad. And then they lie, and the girl's hooked thinking that there's going to be marriage. And then they chop, and next thing, there's no profile picture on WhatsApp. They're blocked.
Yeah.
Then you
that's
know,
not
like,
nice.
those are the guys that tend to be heartless. And I wouldn't do anything like that, because I can't hurt another human being. Like, one of the weird but like odd promises I made to myself and God is that no matter what I do in life, there's one thing I want to do, is make sure that I don't hurt anyone in the process to my success. Like, I want to achieve all these great things, but on the way that I don't want to hurt anyone or let anyone suffer based on my prosperity or anything like that. That's just something I want to do.
Well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
Really nice.
But what's wrong with saying nice?
Because you'll say nice and then it doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't help go anywhere, you know?
No, but that's what a nice guy says. What do you want me to say? Oh my God, that is the sexiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Why not?
That's what you want me to say?
No, but like, why is that not sexy? What is sexy?
No, it is. I guess it is.
So, okay, so then what's the problem? Like, why is it nice then? If
No, it
it's
is
nice
nice.
and sexy, then why did you just say nice? Why didn't you say it's nice and sexy, as you just said no?
See, he's slowly starting to assert himself. So would you like me to do that to stroke your ego and say that it's really nice?
It's
and
not to
sexy?
stroke my ego, it's to affirm the truth. Because if you're gonna say something and then change your opinion, when I'm the same person I was last time. Maybe I wasn't saying, maybe we didn't approach this topic the same way we did. So it was more like, okay, here's this guy, here's this girl. Let's just talk as if you first met. But now that we've met, we're understanding each other more. We're more comfortable to talk about this stuff in more depth. So I'm happy to do that.
Like, don't get me wrong. When you say someone's a nice guy, and when you think about it more, it does make them more attractive, because I think no one wants to be with an arsehole.
That's why there's some guys that are clapped and they get really paying girls, because the paying girls just care about their personality. Like, it is actually about personality at the end of the day. If you're with someone in 20, 30 years, they're not going to look the same way they do now. But of course, you want to wake up and look at someone who's, you know, mildly attractive, because you don't want to wake up and see a dragon. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
So as long as they're appropriately attractive to you, then it's calm. Like, you don't need to. And even if they're not attractive, there's times where you can talk to them on the basis that they're a good person. They act nice to me, my friends, my family, and I like, you don't even need anything from it, and then you end up liking them as time goes on.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah, but that's what I think was happening with us. So that's
Oh,
why
so you think
I
you're
was-
liking me more?
Yeah, I think that's how. I think for me, that's personally how it works, and
Okay.
it's not just like. I don't think when a guy just gets called a nice guy that it means they're completely written off. You know, and I think that a lot of guys that get put in this nice guy bracket, that I feel like they have this like issue with women for calling them a nice guy, because when you hear it, you're like, oh, who wants to be called a nice guy?
Because nice guys
It's
really
nice.
never win. Like, as Drake said, nice guys always finish where they started. And if you started with nothing, you're gonna end with nothing.
No way.
If you're a good guy.
No, I think if you're a good guy, but it's also learning how to adapt to situations.
100%, but like 99% of the time, nice guys never win.
No, but there's been a nice guy and being a pushover simp. There's a
True,
balance.
true. That's 100% real. It's just that unfortunately that most of the nice guys, because they're so nice, it just so happens that they're a pushover because they prioritize other people's feelings than their own.
Yeah.
So-
But that's why I think like when you get that balance though, and you're able to put yourself first sometimes, because you can still be a nice person and have boundaries and say no to people.
Yeah, Mandem, I can't lie. I think she's feeling me still. It's not just me, innit? She's definitely feeling me. I can see the way that her voice has changed, where she's making eye contact. She's not just looking at me. She's looking through me. She's looking into my soul. She feels warm. She feels that nice presence. She feels safe because I'm like, Isaac, come on, man, it's me.
So obviously I gave you a 5 last time.
Yes.
Was our date your worst date?
It wasn't that bad, but surprisingly, no, it's not my worst day. I've had worse before.
Really?
Yeah, I've
And you're
had
getting on
worse.
to me?
Yeah, but the thing is that like my story is crazy though. Like it's nothing compared to just a normal date. Like it was an actual, like I traveled to another country and I nearly died. So it has not, this is not nowhere near on that
wow.
scale.
So what happened?
So basically, get ready for this. Basically, I went out with my manager to Turkey. I went to go see a girl that I was seeing at the time, and it was her birthday. And she had a yacht party, all her friends. There was, you know, drinks, food, everything, the whole lot. And I was having a good time. I was recording myself on Snapchat, and the girl was dancing, but she was dancing. She was having fun. It's her birthday. All her girlfriends are there, so you know they're gonna be twerking and everything, blah blah blah. I posted that on my story, which I shouldn't have done, but I was drunk myself. I was having fun, and it turns out that somehow somebody sent it to her dad, and it just so happened that her dad is not just an ordinary, you know, nice to meet you, businessman or a kebab owner in Turkey. No, this guy is like the head of the mafia in
What?
Turkey. Yeah, he's literally like a mafia boss. And it turned out that he saw it, he called her, and literally as soon as like she picked up the phone, she just started crying instantly. And all her friends got up. We were about to eat. They got up and they all went with her into like to figure out what's happening. And me and my boy, we literally were like, we looked at each other and were like, what are we gonna do? And like my manager, because he's my boy as well. He's my boy and my manager. His name's Baba, B-A-B-A. That's his name. And he's like, bro, we need to leave the country. But we just came. It's our first day in Turkey. We've settled down. We're in the Airbnb. We have our bags, our luggage, and everything. We just got there, and like 6 hours later, he's saying we have to leave. So I'm like, all right, cool. Yo, first of all, let's try to slow down. Let's see if there's any other Airbnbs in the area that we can move to. But unfortunately, it was quite late, so you're not going to check into any Airbnbs in that time. So you have to do it for the next day. So then we tried to look for hotels, and there were none really in the area. So we had to get a taxi, and we had to run back to the Airbnb, grab our stuff. I've never packed so fast in my life, by the way. Like, I literally packed everything. I'm telling you, I packed it faster leaving than when I came. And I had more stuff, so I don't even know how that's scientifically possible. But I did that. We ran into the taxi. And we just tell the taxi, listen, like, you need to floor it. We need to leave. So he goes. And then 10, 20 minutes later, I'm seeing a car follow us from behind. I'm like,
Stop.
whoa, what's happening? So he's driving. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I'm bugging. So now I wait 5, 10 more minutes. It's still there. I wait 15, 20 minutes. He's still there. We turn left, he turns left. We turn right, he turns right. We're like, I can't lie, this is mad still. I'm getting shook. I'm scared for my life. And then we just ended up going to another hotel, and he just went off his own way. So no one was following us. But in the back of my mind, I thought they found us, they saw the video. I've embarrassed this guy's daughter, and I'm going to get in trouble. But thank God they didn't. And we managed to escape. But yeah, it could have ended very, very badly because the guy's connected, and he's a big guy in Turkey. I'm not trying to mess with that. I just wanted to have party and vibes, and I nearly died. I could have ended up a kebab, a human kebab. So thank God I didn't. But yeah, that's definitely one of my worst stories. So this is easy for me. I genuinely thought I was gonna die, bro. Like, imagine being in a foreign country and a car is following you for 20, 30 minutes and it's midnight and you just know that you've not assaulted, but offended one of the biggest mafia bosses in Turkey. I would be, bro, you would shit your pants. Come on, man. But you're not easy. You're definitely worth the fight.
Thank you.
Ha ha.
So you're not boring then? That sounded fun.
Why would you think I'm boring?
Well, no, it's just...
Like, why do I have to die to entertain you? Like,
No, I
why
wouldn't
can't
say you need to die to entertain me, but I just feel like you said, oh, you wanted to go out, you're willing to fly over to party and have a laugh. Like, it shows that you've got it in you to have another side. Because I just kind of feel like I don't like it when men think just being a nice guy that's enough.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do more than that.
So what more do I need to do?
Well, you need to be more than just a nice guy. I think being a nice guy is a standard. Like, that should be a standard for the way every man is.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that you could actually have access to get to know me on a deeper level just because you're a nice guy.
So like, do I need to be like 6'4" with like ripped abs like Andrew Tate? Do I need to have a jet? Like,
No,
what do I
like-
need to do to?
No, but do you know what? It's not about the way you look. It's just about having a certain source, like the way you carry yourself, the way you hold yourself, the way it's like, even coming here today, it's like your energy needs to be, I didn't deserve a 5, and actually I'm going to show you why I'm worth more than a 5. Instead of just questioning why I gave you a 5, it needs to be, actually, you're missing out. You should have given me an 8 because that's at least what I am, and I'm going to prove it to you. So you.
But then
doubt
I'm
me.
proving myself to you, which proves that I don't have self-worth,
No, but
which I do.
No, but it's not self-worth. It's about you, like the relationship you have with yourself. Like, sometimes you have to have an ego and stand in for you, because it's like, listen, you are your biggest cheerleader. So you have to be like, yeah, actually, I am the shit. You could still be humble, still be a nice guy, but sometimes you have to present yourself and be the man that a woman wants you to be.
I like to let my work speak for itself. I don't like to, it actually says in the Bible, do not praise yourself. Like, don't let your own tongue speak good about you. Let other people do it.
No, but you don't need to, like, I'm not saying you need to come in and say, I'm this, I'm really great, and I help these people, and you don't need to physically, like, it
But
doesn't
how
need to
come
come out your
when
mouth.
Andrew Tate did that, it was fine, and you gave him the best score out of everyone?
No, Andrew Tate did not get the highest score. But once again, it's like, when you believe in what you are, it comes out in the way that you write. You project that, like, you radiate that. It's just who you are. It's like this essence that you have.
So what essence do I have?
A calm one that got a 5.
All right, cool. So from what I've heard, like, you're not happy with what I've presented to you so far, but I think that's because you've been used to arseholes. You've been used to guys that have exactly the qualities that you want, maybe physically or externally, but not internally. And that is not a me problem, that's a you problem. So you have to deal with that yourself.
No, like, I agree to what you, like, some degree to what you say, but it's like, just like that guy that might be an arsehole, he's still only going to get a 5 from me. So you're both getting 5. Because
He's not getting a 5. He's not getting a 5.
It's about a balance. Like, I want the guy that can possess that energy.
But I can go back and like watch shows where like you rated these quote unquote arseholes higher than a 5.
No, because it's this energy that they possess, and it's not because of any other things, and that's why they didn't get a higher score, because they lacked the kindness.
But they have
nice
that energy
attitude.
and that essence and
But they
that
didn't. That's
vibe.
why they didn't get a 10.
Okay, but they didn't get a 10, but they still got higher than a 5, which means that they had something I didn't. And they had those qualities because, yes, they believe in themselves, because maybe they've run through more girls, but that's because of, external things. Maybe they don't care, they don't give a shit about people's feelings, but they've got money or they've got a car, so they can show off, they can get their end goal and not care about people's feelings, which is what I don't do. Remember earlier I said I want to attain my success, but I want to make sure I don't hurt anyone in the process, because I'm genuinely a good-hearted guy. Okay, maybe I'm a nice guy, but deep down I'm a good-hearted guy. So I'm not gonna let anyone take advantage of me in any situation. And if that's the case, then they're not for me. I'm the type of guy that if a girl wants me, she wants me for who I am, for what I provide, And if she's happy with that, then I'm happy with that. Most definitely, I think she's liking me now more because, you know, I'm grilling her. It's supposed to be her grilling, I'm grilling her. So, you know, sometimes you have to bounce off each other. You can't just be a victim and just take it. You have to put her on the spot. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm here to find out more about her as well. I want to understand if there's any skeletons in her closet.
See, that's the energy that I'm talking about.
Yes.
Believe in your source. It's speak for yourself.
Yes.
That's what, do you know what I mean?
100%.
So that's the energy when I'm saying you need to have that source and be like, yeah, okay, I'm confident with that. Whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
that's me. And that's the energy that I'm trying to explain that I want you to come to me with, if that makes sense. Like you don't, like I can see by your energy and the way that you are, you're a nice guy. So you don't need to say anything else, but it's just the way you just need that more confidence when it's approaching a
You
woman.
think I need more oomph?
Yeah, it's not even like, listen, like you said, like you're you,
Yeah.
and that's what works for you.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you from my perspective, and whether you think my reality is warped because of who I've been around or whatever, but it's just what I'm attracted to. It's what I
I don't
like.
feel like it's warped. I feel like you and your desires have been conditioned by society. I feel like society, especially when you're in your position, like you're on social media and like you're an influencer, you're a big influence to people, whether you like it or not. And most people in your job tend to only want people that can help boost their career. So if you can have someone who may be like an arsehole, but he's gonna gain you 100K followers or 1 million views, you're gonna be like, oh my God, yeah, you're so nice. You know, I really liked it. So you can get a date. And then you can do more content with that guy. Because if you give him a low rate, and then you know he's going to be upset that he's never going to do content with you again. So it's almost like you're buying his love and affection, which to me seems very fake.
No, because the way I see it, it's like, just let me give you an example of like a nice guy and a guy like that. So say if someone came in right now, threatened me, ballied up, everything like that. A nice guy is going to be, are you okay? Oh my God, sit down, take for a minute. Whereas another guy will be like, babe, sit right down. I'll be right back. Go and chase the guy. And I'm not saying that you need to
So the guy's
put your
gonna
life.
chase him
No, but
for
I'm
you.
saying it's not that you need to put your life at risk or anything like that. But it's more that protector energy where it's like.
But if you're
I'm
not
gonna
my
make sure
girl,
you're okay.
I'm not protecting you. I'll
No,
be
but this
honest.
is what I'm saying. But there's a different kind of energy where, like, some men have it in them. It's just a natural instinct. And don't get me wrong, I would never want someone to actually physically fight for me. I don't like violence. But it's
Yeah.
like, it's a natural instinct and an energy. You're either a protector
Okay.
or you're not.
Yeah, okay, but what does that have to do about my other characteristics? What if I'm everything, but I'm not like brave when it comes to a masked guy coming with the AK?
No, but it's, do you know what it is? It's just more, it's like, it's an energy thing. Like women, I like to feel safe. I want to feel protected. If I'm in a house and there's burglars coming in at night, I want to feel safe. I don't want to feel like, oh my God, like I just feel absolutely violated.
Of
I
course.
want to be able to feel protected.
That's a realistic situation when you're in a house, because if you were in a house with someone and like you have kids, whatever, it's the man's job to protect and to provide. So he has to make sure that his whole household is safe. But if it's a situation where, I don't know, you're walking on the street and a bunch of thugs come up and like, oh, give me a watch or something, and you expect the guy to like turn into some karate kid and fight all of them at the same time. That's just crazy.
No, but I
it's
think
not
it's being,
realistic.
I think it's also being realistic about the environment.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, because it's like there's been guys that will just run the other way. Listen, I'm not trying to date a pussy.
I can't lie, Shine is tapped. I'm not dying for anyone. She can try to ask me if I'm going to jump in front of a blade. I'm running. Before she even looks back, I'll be gone. So I care about my life, and if she doesn't care about mine, I don't care about her. Why are you not running with him?
I'm definitely running, but it's like, essentially, I don't want, it's hard to explain, but I just don't want my guy to just sit there and just not want to protect me.
So would you rather him be brave and then he's dead?
No, I don't want him to be brave that he's going to die. Like, you have to be smart enough to assess the situation. Like, if it actually is about life-threatening, or if it's like
Fair.
young 15-year-olds that can mug you, that you could probably easily just
But
like
those
push off.
15-year-olds, they can still stab you and die, whether you're huge or not. Like, no one is invincible. Like,
Yeah, I agree that no one's invincible, but it's just more about a protector energy. Like, in a real situation,
Okay.
there is no one chasing no one. Like, God prevent any of that happening to anyone here.
Of
But
course.
it's just about a certain way that you would try to protect someone. Like, what would be your first instinct? Because ultimately, it's like to make sure that we're safe, but that's it. Does that make
my
sense?
first instinct would depend on the situation. If it's a situation that I can get out of, I'll think of it. I'll look at the person attacking me. I'll see what they have. Does this person look like he's faster than me? Does he look like he's stronger than me? And then we move on from there.
Yeah.
If it's a midget that's coming is like, give me the watch, I'll just kick him on the floor. Why? Because I can. If it's someone that's my size and my height and he's saying, you know what, give me this, give me that, At first, I would be like, no. But if he shows that he has a weapon, then I would be like, I can't take it. Why?
Yeah.
Because my life is more valuable than anything I possess.
No,
But
I
that's just
agree. No,
common
but I
sense.
agree with that. But
That's
I
just
think it's
common
more
sense.
about being a guy that's able to assess situations. And I think it's just more about that, about the way you can assess a situation and
Yeah.
decisions you make.
Yeah.
So it's not to say, oh my God, like fight for me and put your life on the line. I don't.
Because a lot of guys have actually died like that. Like they want to be the Superman, and it just ends. It's not realistic. Like
Yeah, but that is at the same
there
time.
are people that don't care whether you want to save your girl or not. They want what they want,
No,
and if
but-
you don't give it to them, you're in their way, and they will kill you for it.
No, but I
People have
agree.
died
No
like
one
that.
put your life on that. But also, it's also about the kind of guy you are. Like, if you are actually a super nice guy
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't have that kind of energy, don't put yourself in a position where you will actually lose your life.
Of course, you can be a super nice guy, but not be dumb. Like you can still be smart. Like it shouldn't. One quality shouldn't have to diminish the other. You know what I'm saying? You can be a nice guy and still assess the situation and be like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm enjoying how this is going, and I can see that it's gonna go better, and I'm gonna move like this. But you shouldn't have to do anything at your detriment to make someone else happy.
But it's how you handle situations. Like, we could be out in a club and I'm your girl,
Mm-hmm.
then someone slaps my ass. I don't want to feel violated. I expect my man to deal with that situation. And I'm not
The
saying
thing
through
is
violence.
that every situation varies because that guy could be by himself or he could be with a group of friends. So let's say I go in and I try to intervene and I don't know, I'm like, hey, stop. And then he pushes me or punches me. Now we're in a fight regardless of whether I wanted a fight or not. Let's say I do the same thing and then his group of friends come and they're like, oi, why you touching? And then it's a group fight. Or what if me and you are with our friends and then it turns into a huge brawl and someone else that isn't even involved ends up dying because of our actions, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's better if a nice guy would technically not be a pussy, but he would do the smart thing and try and minimize the situation as much as possible. And that's the most important thing, that we both leave this place safe and wake up for the next day. If you're just gonna think about now, anything can happen. There's an infinite amount of ways that something could go left, especially in a club. Or just, let's say it's on the street, say a random guy comes up to you and slaps your ass, and I'm your man and I'm there. Of course, you would want me to go and just like punch him straight in the face and be like, hey, leave it alone, because that's like the manly thing to do. But don't you think if someone has the mindset that even capable to touch a girl they don't know, that they're already tapped?
By the way, I'm not trying to say that you need to die for me. What makes you a man?
What makes me a man is my ability to provide for those that I care about, and my ability to provide for myself and achieve my dreams, my hopes and dreams.
Yeah, I like that. I'd agree with that. Have you ever cheated?
No.
Never cheated.
I find cheating disgusting, and it says more about your lack of character than anything else, because it's very easy to cheat, but to not cheat says more about you as a person.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
What would you say, what is your love language?
My love language is probably spending time, because like time is the one thing that you can't get back. You can spend money, you can buy a gift, and you can get that money back. When you spend time with someone, have a conversation like me and you having right now, or just, you know, have memories like going on a trip with someone, it's something that stays forever. And it shows you, it's like I gave a piece of my life to you, and that's like the biggest gift you can really give.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
On
times.
some wholesome type shit.
Yeah, I think that's the one, because I think that's what life's about. I think we get, because I think like gift giving is like one of the love languages as well. But I think for me personally, I like time, so I think it says more about the kind of person as well.
Yeah.
Do you split the bill on a date?
No.
So you don't see pay?
I'm a traditional gentleman, so if I'm taking a girl out, I'm gonna pay. If like say someone that's like not my girl, say I'm out of a group and they've invited me, then I'm just gonna pay for what I get. I'm not gonna pay for another person. But if it's a girl, if it's a date, I'm paying, because it's the least I can do. If I have any interest in that girl and I wanna take it further, then like what's paying for like a 20, 30 pound meal, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It just shows you're appreciative that she came. It takes girls a long time. They have to do makeup for like 1 hour. They have to get dressed. Guys, you can get ready in 10 minutes. So for a girl, it's like, you know, she took the effort to come. So the least I could do is, okay, we'll have a good time. And yeah, it's 50-50. We're both here on a date. We're both, you know, participating in any activity you're doing. But it's like a little gesture of, you know what, you're all right, I'll pay for it. It's like a touch of class, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it makes men more attractive when they pay the bill, because I
To
think,
women?
Yeah, to women, because it's like goes back to the whole women like to be we want men to prove that they can look after us.
Of course.
So I don't think it ever comes from a place of being entitled.
That's a biological thing though. Like women need to be not just protected for, but provided for as well. Like if you're gonna give birth and have kids and cook and do all of that stuff, you need a man that can provide the house, that can provide to pay for the food. Like it's not just a physical thing. It's so much deeper than that. Like if you can provide it, it means okay, you are capable to take care of me in this life that we have.
Exactly. That is. What would you say you bring to the table?
I bring myself, and I think that I, as a person, bring a lot of good qualities. I feel like, because I'm not even trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I feel like I'm a very, not just a nice guy, but I can get on well with anyone. So if you're halfway decent or your character is at least, a good-hearted person, we're gonna get on well, and there's no reason why anything bad should happen. And I'm a very, how can I say? I'm a very good judge of character. So if you're trying to fake it or trying to manipulate anything, I'll see straight through it, because like the eyes never lie.
For real. What would you say is your favourite thing about yourself?
My heart. I personally don't think Chian is ready for a relationship, or guys like me. She calls us nice guys, but really we're just guys with self-respect, and we have our principles and our morals. And most girls these days, they're not ready for that. And if you're a guy like me, if you're good-hearted and you feel like a girl doesn't give you what she needs back or what you need back, just bounce, man. You'll find something else. Let it happen organically. I feel like sometimes I'm a bit too good-hearted even for myself, and it's resulted in my own detriment. But at the same time, I'm a big believer that like karma is real, and I feel like God will pay back people in the way that they deserve to be paid back. I feel like there's injustice in this world, but in the next world, or even in this world, like things will always go the way that they're supposed to. I believe in like destiny, and like God has everything written in a book. And if you treat people the way they're supposed to be treated, you're gonna get everything you need to survive in this life.
No, I agree. Do you go on many dates?
No, I do not.
No. What's like a dream date for you?
A dream date for me, I can't lie, I've always wanted to go to the Maldives. I don't know if that counts as a date, it's more of a vacation, but it just looks beautiful, and like the beach and like the hammocks and everything. It looks like if you could go there for like 2-3 hours, sip on some cocktails and look at the sunlight, not the sun, the sky. Yeah. There's like, I would just like be in paradise. Personally, I don't know.
Like the wholesome stuff, innit? Yeah. So you like wholesome stuff then?
Yeah, but you don't, do you?
I do.
It doesn't seem like it. You seem like you like the toxicity, like you thrive off it. You thrive off the negativity. It gives you something to hold on to, or it gives you an experience. And I've heard, because I'm into psychology myself, I've heard that women love to, feel like they're always on their toes. Like they don't know what's gonna happen, but they know that the guy's taking the lead and that he's gonna do something. They don't know what it is, but he's making them feel a variation of emotions, where it's like one day they're good and then one day they're arguing, but he's still, like on the one day that they're arguing, he does something that surprises them. Like he'll buy her flowers, and they wouldn't expect it.
No, but do you know what? That's like, I can't deal with toxicity. Like I genuinely don't. As much as you're like, oh no, you don't nice guys. Genuinely, I don't like that. I want to feel safe. Okay. I don't want to feel this up and down toxicity, and I do like wholesome stuff.
But these toxic guys are very good at making you feel safe, because they've been doing their thing for... They're manipulative. Sorry?
Like they're manipulative.
Manipulative people are manipulative because they have a certain amount of power that they extend. Like, let's say, okay, let's put it like this. Let's say a guy who has huge muscles, like he knows that he can pick up this table, and he doesn't have to do it to prove that he can, because you can see his muscles. That's the same as a manipulative guy. He could have a nice car, so you know that he's rich, but he doesn't need to go out of his way to be like, oh babe, here's 10K. But he can sell you a dream. He can pick you up. He can take you on 1 or 2 dates. You think that you're gonna have the rest of your life with this guy who has all this stuff, and when he gets what he wants, he did. I'll be real, Chian is so used to trash men that just cheat constantly. So when when you give her a guy that says, oh, I don't cheat, she's just not gonna believe it. She's gonna think it's lies. She's not gonna take it for what it is, because she's used to a different human experience. And if you haven't given someone anything else than what they're used to, they're not gonna believe you. They're gonna think you're lying, and that's sadly the case here.
I'm a lot smarter than that. Like for me, I don't go for those kind of guys, but it's just kind of like...
So you've never been for those type of guys?
No, I think I've dated one guy and it was the worst date ever.
What happened?
Because once I dated a guy and then I found, because he was like very in the gym, but he was a massive like roid head with like take steroids and stuff, and he just was so horrible, so aggressive. And I just kind of think that as women, naturally, when you're around toxic people, you see the good in them. I think naturally women like to heal men. We think that we can save them. We have this superhero complex.
I've heard about that a lot. Like,
you
I
know.
can fix him, I can save him.
And that's what we have sometimes. And I think it's not that we like toxic men. Sometimes we just think that we can heal them. We think that we can fix them. We want to stay because we see that little bit of good in them. Because like you said, they can do 10 bad things, but they'll do something nice because they make us up and down. They'll buy us the flowers on
But that
day.
one thing makes you ignore the 9 things they did.
Yeah,
And that is what is toxic. That's what I'm
No,
trying
but
to say.
that's what's crazy about it. And
So why not go for a good guy that will just give you 10 good things and no bad things?
I'm trying. I am.
You're not trying good enough, are you?
No, I am.
Like, you're still on these dates. I don't get it.
I know. I'm trying.
So good.
Have you got game?
No.
No.
I don't have game. I'm just myself. And fortunately, me being myself means that I attract the right type of girls, because the wrong type of girls seek game, and game is external. I care about the internal. So if you're not right for me, then we're not going to cross paths, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, see, but this is the end. I know I keep going back to the end.
So is this game? Is this some weird inverted type of game, like
I know that I'm gonna sound messed up.
reverse psychology?
This is weird, honestly. This is messed up. I'm gonna sound crazy.
You are crazy.
What do you do to get a woman's attention?
I don't do anything. I be myself. If I'm supposed to meet them, or if we have similar interests, we will cross paths naturally, organically. I won't have to force anything. If I see someone who I find as attractive, I'll go up to them and talk to them. And if I see any red flags in, like, I don't know, the first, week or anything, I'll be like, cool, I'll distance myself. Because when you first meet someone, you're just gonna have a conversation. You're not gonna know much about them. Like, during the first day you meet them, they could come off as the perfect person, and then you talk to them and they're talking about, vampires and sex things and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But no, if you get to know someone and spend time with them, which is my love language, then you get to know the important stuff, which is what will sustain you in a future relationship.
Oh, I hear it. So what's a red flag for you then?
A red flag is someone for me that is not nice, not kind to other people. Someone that, for me, because in this generation, obviously, it's going to be a sensitive topic, but someone that flaunts themselves too much. So someone that has no self-respect, or I'm not going to say like OnlyFans girls, because, they're doing their job. But to me, I wouldn't date any girl that has anything to do with that. I need what's mine to be mine, for what's intimate to stay intimate. And that's just what I desire and what I will settle for. I won't settle for any less than that.
What would you say is your toxic trait?
My toxic trait. Sometimes I can be very hard-headed. Like, if I think of something and if I truly believe in it, there's nothing you can say to like deter me from that. But then again, it is it can be viewed as a positive or negative, because if it works out, then I was right. If it flops, then I was like, well, what are you doing? So it's really 50-50, it depends. Yeah. But that's my toxic trait. But I'm a very listening person. So if you try to say something to me, I always try and think of it from your perspective instead of just mine. And it's very easy to think of just yours. If someone says something crazy, you'll be like, what the hell are you saying? But I'm the type of guy that will wait 10 seconds, think from it from their perspective, and then respond.
Yeah, I think that's key, like in relationships, because I think we're so quick to just see our side and think that we're always right. So I think that's really good that you're actually able to assess a situation and be like, actually, let me try and see or understand from your point of view.
Of course.
So yeah, I like. I know, so at the start of the show, we had to write down assumptions about each other.
Yes.
Obviously, I know we have met,
Yeah.
but it's just an assumption before we'd seen each other.
Yes.
My assumptions for you was that you're quite shy, probably awkward, that you probably have a secret dark fetish, and overall, but I do reckon that you're very humble.
Okay. Mine were that you were a gold digger. Second one is that you were prestige.
I think prestige is like when you think you're like a lot nicer than everyone. I actually think I'm really calm and chilled and humble. Like I'm a lot more down to earth than being a prestige woman.
And the third one is that you were rude.
Rude? No, do you know what? I'm far from rude. I actually get offended when people call me rude.
No, I don't know about the first one, but the second two, I feel like they're fake, because like you're not prestige at all. You're a very nice person, but I don't know if you're a gold digger or not, because like you can attract a lot of high quality men, but if you do, that's up to you. And the type of men that, like, whether they're good hearted or not, or whether they are rich or not, I don't know, like, if you find love and you find something that's real for you, then you have every right to go for it.
Yeah, I'm not a gold digger, by the way.
Okay. That's okay. I believe you. I believe you.
Okay. I probably think like my assumptions were right in the sense of like you are
So I'm awkward.
okay, maybe not as awkward, but like you seem like very shy, and
Still.
quiet. But yeah, but it's just like the energy you bring, but it's not a bad thing.
What's
like,
shy to you? Like I'm making eye contact. I'm speaking. I'm understanding everything. I'm not like.
I don't know. I feel like you're just not. Like, and it's a good thing to be shy.
I'm not what?
He is definitely shy.
Say with chest.
You're not like loud. Like you're not.
So you like loud guys? That has
No, I don't
nothing
like
to
loud
do
guys. I
with
don't
being
like
shy
loud-
or not.
No, I don't like loud guys. This is
You
just
said
my assumption.
you said I'm not loud, therefore I'm shy. Like they're not.
Okay, well, quiet.
I'm not quiet. Calling me shy, saying I'm awkward, that's absolutely cap. She equivalated me to not being loud, to me not having confidence, and those two are not comparable at all. I am Manlikeisaac. I am the coolest guy ever. Like, come on, bro. If you don't know me for this, like, bro, there's nothing I won't do to achieve what I want. You saying I'm awkward? Bro, come on, man. I am that guy. I'm me. I'm never going to change for anyone. And if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. We've been speaking, making noise for the past hour.
Yeah, because we've been going back and forth, but I think you're quiet in this. But that's good though. You don't need to be the loudest man in the room to be seen or to be heard. Like you can sit comfortable being quiet.
But you said I'm quiet.
Yeah, but that
I'm
could be
not quiet
mysterious.
though.
You could see it as a positive. Is that like that's like.
But
there's a
how
bit
am I
mystery.
quiet if we've been having a conversation? I don't understand.
No, like your energy. Like you just
So
quiet.
I've got quiet energy.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It's calm. Like it's very.
So I've got calm
quiet.
energy.
Well, calm energy. But I wrote here that my assumption is that you're quiet.
Okay, so your assumption was quiet. Do you believe that your assumption was correct or not?
A little bit. That's me. I don't think you're super loud, but I don't think you're necessarily like vocal. If it makes sense.
In what aspect
It's
have
like
I not been vocal?
I feel like you speak when you're spoken to.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
If that makes sense.
All right. Fair enough. That's
that's-
probably something I need to work on. The thing is that when I'm on someone's show, I like to be the guest, you know? Like, I like to let you bring to me what you want to bring to me, and I don't want to be too dominant.
don't have an ego.
Because it's your show, you know? I literally have zero ego. But of course, when it comes to certain topics, you'll see how I was more emotional because, like, if you try to fight someone and it's going to kill you, it's going to make you die. I need to tell you that, listen, that's not right.
Yeah.
But if we're having a normal conversation, like just like an ordinary day, you're right. I probably will be super chill because I have no reason to be loud.
No, it's good. But I said no. But overall, you're very humble, and you are. So I do believe I quite agree with my assumptions.
Cool.
But overall, I actually had a really nice time. I had a lot better time than last time. I still think you're a really, I'm not going to say nice guy because it's like, oh my God, I feel like I just trigger you every time I say it. But overall, like, you are one of the good guys, and I don't put it to put you in a bracket or a category.
I'm doing this for all of the good guys at home that don't have millions of followers, that don't have anything to themselves except what they have, like ordinary way. I'm trying to show them, like, listen, like, you can be yourself and still attract the type of women that you want. And there are many good women out there that will go for this type of guys, but they don't believe it because they don't see it. All they see is girls, no offense, like you, getting with these guys that have everything they could ever want. And those guys just so happen to be toxic and not care. And they talk about women as like bitches, blah, blah, blah. But it's just their life. So I need to show them, listen, you can still achieve your dreams. You can still be a good guy. You can still get what you want.
No, and I do agree.
That's
Well, thank you
Anytime.
for coming today.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Would I rate the date? I'll give it, this time I'll give it like a solid 8.5. It was pretty decent. It was pretty good.
Based on the chat, and I feel like this is where I'm gonna sound absolutely nuts and like a big contradiction, because like I still stand strong saying that he's a nice guy, but it doesn't mean that nice guys finished last. I think this time around, seeing him again, he came a lot more with the energy. Like I do feel like I had to like prod it out of him for him to, like I was being an antagonist on purpose just to see if he had it in him. And luckily he actually came through, so he did come correct.
Knowing Chian, I'm probably gonna get like a 5.5 because she's just not gonna change her mind. She loves toxic men. She loves toxicity. That's just her, and it's not gonna change. There's nothing I can do. Oh, neither. I don't want to change that. But I think I deserve like a 12, man. I'm just perfect. I love myself.
I'm probably gonna give him a 7.5.